All right, we are live. I'm Jennifer Clark with the Pine Belt Women's Expo, and we are continuing our series on Pine Belt Women's Expo in the meantime. And we are going to continue to interview our exhibitors and sponsors and do some fun activities over the next couple of months until we actually can get together again at the Convention Center for the Women's Expo. Hopefully, we can start getting a date soon, but still waiting on some time to pass. So, today I'm excited to talk with Bethany Miller. She's the president of the Hattiesburg Jaycees. And this is an organization that has been involved with the Expo for many years. The first time, I don't even remember the first year that they started doing stuff with the Women's Expo, but they've done everything from photo booths to Zumba on site at the Expo. So if you've ever done Zumba with the Women's Expo, you'll remember many of the Hattiesburg Jaycee members. And they do a lot in the community and have a lot of leadership programs within their program. So I wanted to bring Bethany on to talk about, one, how people could get involved with the Jaycees as a member, how you could get involved as a partner organization or a nonprofit or that kind of, whatever kind of organization you are in, because they are involved in the community heavily, and just kind of what the Jaycees has meant to a member, and find out what Bethany has thought about the Jaycees. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it on over to Bethany. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. And hello, Hattiesburg. My name is Bethany Miller, and I currently serve the Hattiesburg Jaycees as the 2020 chapter president. I joined the Jaycees in 2018. Kind of a fun story. So my parents had been Jaycees way back in the day for a couple years. They were just kind of like beer pouring Jaycees, which we like to do. You've probably seen us at Live at 5. I purchased a house in the Avenues and was looking for a way to get involved in our community. And I remembered the Jaycee building from growing up, and I looked them up on Facebook and I messaged the page, and many of you probably know Miranda Williams. She immediately messaged me back and was like, hey, we need to meet up. And I kind of was weary and was like, maybe I'm going to stay, maybe not. Well, Miranda found out where I lived, and the rest is history. I attended a training that I didn't know that I was attending.
That sounds about right.
I was asked to be the local chapter secretary. I was the 2019 Christmas Parade chair, so we thank all of our participants and sponsors for that. And now I currently serve as the chapter president. So a little bit about the Jaycees. We oftentimes are confused with just a community service organization. What we really are is a kind of grassroots organization for 18 to 40-year-olds in our area to get involved in our community and create positive change. We have multiple areas of opportunity, including professional development, individual development, leadership skills development, business and economic development, as well as our community service things that we do. So this year has looked very different for us. If you have been keeping track, we were planning to hold the 70th Christmas Parade this year. That has been a Jaycee event for 70 years.
Wow. Yes. I remember going as a kid.
Yeah, and so it's a great community event. A lot of people have tons of memories of it. So we are not completely set in stone with our plans for our 2020 Christmas Parade, but we do have something up our sleeve. So if you'll watch our social media and things like that, or if you're on our Christmas Parade email list, there will be more information coming out about what we're going to do in 2020 to keep that tradition alive. And we're working with the city as we usually do. So there will be some kind of Christmas parade event. It will just look a little different due to social distancing and COVID. So some things that we typically do are leadership development trainings, and these vary year to year. It depends on the chapter. So we have a needs assessment that we do each year, and we discuss what our chapter wants and needs to grow. It's a great investment for $50 a year. I don't know any other organization you can get the level of leadership training that our chapter has put in the dedication and time to create for our members. And you can join if you're in that 18 to 40 category by going to jcmember.com and checking it out. Our national website was also recently updated. It's jciusa.org. And so you can learn more about our national organization. So there are different levels of the Jaycees. We're part of Junior Chamber International, which is our international parent group. Then we have JCI USA, which is our national group. We also have a state organization, the Mississippi Jaycees. And part of what we've been working on during COVID is getting some new chapters up and going in areas that some of our members have moved kind of unexpectedly to. And so there will be some new chapters popping up next year. We also have chapters currently in Petal and Picayune that are active. And so if you know people in these areas that would be interested, they're welcome to reach out and I can give them more details. So community service has looked very different during COVID for us, like it has for everyone else. We were super fortunate that at the beginning of COVID, Jason with JMH Graphics and Roy with the Porter invited us to kind of help get the Hattiesburg Strong project up and going, and we were able to give out $7,500 in grant funds to displaced servers and bartenders through that program.
That is great. That was good visibility. I saw that a lot. It was really nicely done.
Yeah, it turned out amazing, and we were so fortunate to be able to give back to our community. And in the next few weeks, be looking for on our social media and maybe even via email link if we have your email. We'll be sending out a community needs survey to assess what our community's thinking they need as we go forward planning our 2021 year with our new board. So,
will you put that on your Facebook page?
We will. We'll definitely put the link. It's going to go out via Google Forms.
Okay.
And so anybody is eligible to take it. So our active membership is the 18 to 40-year-olds, and it's $50 a year. We do have state, local, and regional boards of directors in Mississippi. And so we also have a national board of directors, which are one of our members, Miranda Williams, serves on as the communication director, national vice president this year.
That's outstanding that you have a national member of the board here locally.
Yeah, it's really cool. And so Miranda has kind of been our JC coach for some years now. And so she's now made it to the national level and keeps mentoring us. And that's really great. So
that is wonderful. I'm going to put some of this information in the links when I put up the comments and things for this video, so everybody will have them.
Great.
And you can follow the JC page as well. But I think this is really great. I think this is good information for a lot of people who want to get involved and don't know how. I know that it's I know the members are always so welcoming and nice and just so community oriented. And you don't have to have any particular skills, or you can just join, and then your skills, you'll learn a lot of things. Like you had told me before, some of the things that you have learned since you've been a member.
For sure. If you would have told me when I joined the Jaycees that I would be speaking on a Facebook Live event, we're crazy. My current community vice president, Whit, was going to join us tonight, but he had something come up, and he will tell you that my Zoom skills have gotten phenomenal over the last few months. I used to have to call him for everything. We've resolved some of that. So our chapter is currently still active even during COVID. We've been meeting every 2 weeks on the first and third Tuesday of every month at 6 p.m. We have been just meeting via Zoom, but we're looking at a new hybrid model. So we have a building where we can socially distance and we would still offer that Zoom call-in. So meetings are open to the public, and if you've ever thought about joining, you're more than welcome. Come check us out. Some meetings are more exciting than others, and that's how everything is, though. So we have lots of great ideas, but we would love to hear what the community needs and wants, and how we can make our community a better place while we grow our leadership and our event planning and development skills. So yeah.
Is your building still available for rent these days? I know it used to be.
It's a toss-up question right now. It may become available for rent in early 2021.
It's a strange year for this.
It's a strange year. So it may become available for rent again in early 2021. We're hopefully going to get some home improvement projects done around there. And so we'll see. Stay tuned for more about the building rentals.
That building's been around a long time.
Yes. So we're actually, as a state organization, celebrating our 75th year next year, which we're very excited about. And so we're hoping that, COVID aside, we're going to be able to do some kind of reunion for the state of state of Mississippi Jaycees. So at a point we had 144 chapters in the state, and we were a very busy organization. And so we're hoping to grow and be able to offer some new opportunities for our membership. So I'm looking at in early 2021 having a retreat where we do leadership training and coaching training and working with others, because goodness knows that serving on nonprofit boards or serving really anywhere, work, church, wherever you decide, it's not always easy to work with other people, and we have a lot of conflicting personalities. So I'm hoping to kind of vamp some training and help members with those skills starting next year. And that's kind of what we're looking at big in the next couple months.
So it sounds like now is the time to join, to get involved in all of that coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're working on a new corporate sponsorship packet. So if you are an employer and you have a few people that you think would benefit from being a member of the Jaycees and you would like to sponsor their membership, as we're working on our new website rollout, we're working on a new plan where you would be featured on our social media and as part of our events and things like that, based on the different levels. So we've got a lot of things going on in the background right now that we're getting ready to roll out. So just be on the lookout for those. Membership is $50 a year for those 18 to 40. If you are over 40 and you would like to join, you can. We have associate memberships. And
that's good.
You get the benefits of membership for the $50 a year, but you do not get to vote in elections and things like that. So you're a non-voting member, but you can still participate.
That's great.
Yeah.
So. This has been very good. Such great information and perfect timing as we start ending the year. So people have something to look forward to. 2020 is a year to look forward to. It's my hope. 2021. 2021 is our year.
So it can either only go up or down from here.
But go up. So if anybody out there wants to get involved, this is definitely a great organization to be involved in. I'll put all the links once this video will be recorded and it'll stay on, and I'll upload the links later to make sure everything's updated in the comments. So thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just wanted to mention that our memberships go on a rolling calendar year. I know some organizations, they have a membership month and you join during that month, or it's the same price every other month, but you don't get all the benefits of the whole year worth of membership. So we do go on a rolling calendar year. And we're available via email, on Facebook, we're on Instagram. So check us out. Get in your 100 Awesome People nominations. I would love to recognize many, many more. We have a new group coming out tomorrow on our social media, so be on the lookout for that. It's a phenomenal group of folks, but I still need a few more to feature. So
when does that program end? When do they need to get those nominations in?
We're just kind of taking them as they come right now. So we'll gauge it a little bit more
as it fills up to 100.
So we still have a few spots.
That's a great opportunity.
After the class or the group is posted tomorrow, that will be all the nominations I have at this time. So if you see that somebody you think needs to be nominated has not been, please, please, please go ahead and give them that recognition they deserve.
That's great. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And like I said, if you guys have any questions or want to know more about the Jaycees, I'm here to chat anytime.
Hopefully we'll see the Jaycees at the Women's Expo one day in person.
We're going to be in person eventually, even if we have to be on the lawn.
It'll happen. All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Thank you.